Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Oregon Ducks offense comes on the field first today. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is going to pick up as the Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, set it down to the offense, first down. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks will try to keep this drive moving. And now the handoff. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense bringing out some big fellas, trying to stuff the run here. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Texas A&M's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players. They're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught, second down now. Handing off on the draw play. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Complete with a running back on his 4th down play. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the tie-in.
First down here for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, with no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. 1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through 1 period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Ducks will line up to boot it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking Turner out of play here. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That pass is caught. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion makes it 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. And they'll stop him after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. And he's brought down after a short gain does not make the first down yardage. That gain sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Ball is free in the backfield. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and he can't quite. It's for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time, and if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for them.
And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Take over. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Oh, that one's picked off. Touchdown, A&M. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. 19. Good job by the coverage. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 1st and 10 play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. And the Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called. A Ducks strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 14.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Rich team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are done.
The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but takeaway sets up the offense at the 34.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here's the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Wideouts now clustered. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Hand it off for a draw. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Return to pick six. Touchdown, Oregon.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Looking to make a big play downfield. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball. Just put it up for grabs and defense comes down with it.
Excellent field position to start this drive. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, as a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. They don't practice this very often.
Dropping back, it's Cook. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Running back grabs it on a screen. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Comes up with the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. This quarterback with the game on the line makes a play to keep this drive alive and keep their hopes alive.
Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 20. Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 30. Field position to start the drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. The Ducks line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he's brought down at the field position to start the drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense is still clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the...
At the 15.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And the back gets the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. So their excellent season comes to an end. They stumble one step short getting into that national championship game. Always stings to lose a semifinal game.
Man, what a magical year. These guys had done everything that's been asked of them. They had a great season. They had a ton of momentum coming into tonight. I thought they had a great chance to win this game. They come up a little bit short, but still a great year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.